So if you walk into any classroom around the country, perhaps around the world, you'll notice that a lot of what they're learning is textbooks. If you walk into a yeshiva, you'll notice a lot of books. There's books lining the walls. We are the people of the book. But what is unique about the way a yeshiva functions? So actually what's interesting is that while in an institute of higher education, you'll typically have a lot of study from textbooks, which are prepared by professors, thought leaders, and so on and so forth. What the opportunity a student has in yeshiva is that they're actually learning from the source.
I'm Jordan Dubbs. I currently live in Montclair, New Jersey, and I'm from Palisades, New York. Had a bar mitzvah. Always embraced Judaism, and it's always been very important to me. It's been something that's passed down from my grandparents, my parents, and it is something that I've always defined myself with.
My father was a physician, so he was on call all the time. So even though we went to an Orthodox shul, it was iffy. After my father died, I wound up going to an Orthodox shul where I felt very lost because my upbringing was good religiously, but not technically, not educationally. Then it kind of went to sleep for a while.
I had the good fortune on a Friday in Montclair one day about 10 years ago. Two guys wearing black coats and black hats were walking down the street in Montclair, and I had never seen an Orthodox Jew in my entire life in the town of Montclair.
Typical, I was running late to a Hanukkah event in Montclair. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go because it seemed like more of a kids event, but I lived a 5-minute walk away. So I decided to show up towards the end of the event, and everyone was cleaning up, and I saw Levi and Mendel and a few other guys helping clean up, and we got to talking. They asked if I lived in Montclair, and I said yes. And they asked if I'd be interested in putting on tefillin since they came to Montclair every Friday.
And then they stopped, with the typical question, "Are you Jewish?" And I said, "Yes." "Oh, do you put tefillin on?" Last time I did, I was 13. So they said, "Well, do you mind if we come in and talk for a little while?" I said, "No, I love that." And it was uphill from that.
I was actually having a conversation with people on the street, and as they walked by, it dawned on me that it was Friday. So of course, I felt the need and urgency to wish them a good Shabbos. At that moment, I had tefillin wrapped around me within a very short order.
I said, sure. Now, I put on tefillin, tried the last few years once a week. I didn't grow up putting on tefillin for no reason. I just didn't do it. Occasionally I would, but I was actually challenged by the Chabad rabbi at the University of Miami where I went to college after I'd graduated to put on tefillin once a week. So I listened, I did it, but I felt there was more I could do. And then when I met Levi, he asked if they could come by, once a week or so, and said sure.
They were very special, very inspirational, and they were my first of the Bukrim.
The Jewish people, in a certain sense, never left Sinai. As we went forth throughout history and the thousands of years since, we've always brought Sinai with us. We've always had these places of connection, these places where the Torah keeps on being studied, keeps on being learned, just as it was given in its organic form.
I think after meeting the boys, I think they helped uncover it. They excavated it. They did religious archaeology, and they uncovered it, and they helped me. And that's all part of, I guess, Chabad's mission is to educate. If you have a backyard with no seeds, no matter how much you water it, it's not going to grow. So I guess when they came, they watered the seeds of Judaism that were already in me, and I could feel it. I felt very happy about them coming here.
I was thrown out of Hebrew school like most good Jews. I have never really had the opportunity to be exposed with any significant depth, to have the exposure and the understanding our laws, our way of looking at the world. And I find that the Torah is incredibly profound and insightful, and really is the foundation for so many disciplines of thinking today. Each story has such meaning and value to help us navigate our world, and to do so in a very positive way.
The question, are you Jewish, has been asked millions and millions of times by yeshiva students on Fridays, on any other occasion where they're out and about. And what's really that question? The question is finding commonality. The question is, I am Jewish, are you Jewish? Let's bond, let's connect on our Jewish heritage. Let me share something of our tradition. Let me share something that is meaningful and impactful.
They've become almost a permanent part of my schedule, both when I meet with them and in my studying too. It changed me because it gives me a focus. Where I would normally go home and read textbooks, now I'll go home and read parts of the Bible. Or I'll read the weekly portion, or read something from the study group to give more depth to it.
Now it's something where I'm like, hey, this is important, right? It's not just an obligation. It's something that I want to do and it's important to do.
So it's changed pretty much everything, and it's also changed how I think about things.
You see, Judaism doesn't really live just in the book. Judaism lives amongst us, the Jewish people. It's in our hearts, it's in our souls, it's in our neshamas. And when we go and we connect with others, we are experiencing something tangible, something real. If you want to put it this way, the laboratory of the yeshiva is the Friday Boys. It's in your office.
So one benefit is I can sometimes talk to other Jews and talk about the Torah portion from the current week because of my education from my rabbinical students. So it creates a means of connection between either another contemporary of mine or my local rabbi.
If it weren't for the Rebbe, if it weren't for Chabad, if it weren't for the Friday Boys, if it were not for the Lunch and Learn, my life would be totally different. It's because of that. It's they're the active participants in it. They're the ones who've done it for me.